Season 14 playoffs. It's Tuesday, and we've got a great one for you. Ignore the messed up logo on the front there. It's going to be starting off with the Calgary Flames. Or, well, actually, let me double check here. It may be the other way around. We've got Calgary, Vegas, and Chicago, New York. If I could get my stuff in order here. It's been one of those days. But with me in the booth, I've got Capital Skis returning.
Hello. Good to be here.
It will be New York at Chicago for our first two games. And New York playing well. They've got that 2-0 series lead.
Oh, no, they don't. It's 1-1.
It's 1-1? All right. All right. Well, I blame the LHL RSL games for confusing me then, in that case. Before I say words anymore, yeah, Chicago won the second game 3-1. New York took it the first one 2-0. So no sweep for either team, as they'll be jockeying for position to win it in 7 on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And up to 3 games for each series will be played on Thursday, enough to decide the winner. It's going to be first to 4 games out of 7. To get in the Season 14 playoff finals.
So the big story tonight is the return of Drag for Chicago. He was absent for the first 2 games, and it was very apparent in Chicago's lack of offense. I believe they scored their first goal of the series 2 minutes with 2 minutes left in the third game, or excuse me, 2 minutes left in the third of the second game, and then eventually went on to win that. But it was definitely New York's game up until that point, putting many a chance off the post. And really, it's a story of New York losing game 2 more than Chicago winning it. I would say they lucked into that one more than anything else.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see any adjustments made for tonight's game. As especially with Drag in, you have to play a different game style. As we're getting ready to start here, the team's entering the ice, so we'll go ahead and cut over to the action. And for the lineups tonight, Drag, Chicago coming back, BG Pie, Omaha, Lobster in the Bush, and Goose. For New York, it's Quizats, that's Doug, Marchie, Java, Dick McButts, and Meat Sale. And trying to think here, is Doug normally the starter for...
Yeah, I don't think he played last game. It was Java, Marchie, DMB, and forget who was their 4th player. It might have been Doug. I can't remember.
Well, regardless, that's how they line up. So Drag quickly getting the breakout started as he goes around in his own zone. Chicago in blue, New York in red. Lobster and Bush just feeds it through and dumps it in. Now New York, with their first possession of the game, chips it up the boards. That's going to miss Dick McButts just wide of his stick. And now Omaha with a chance for his team, cutting behind the boards. And now Doug on the forecheck. Lofted through. Lobster trying to catch up to it, but easily intercepted. No follow-up, though, and the shot's going to come through, and it's going to be off the outside post. Rebound out to the corner. Picked up by Chicago. Centered. Nice block by the defense. And it comes out to BG. He's going to line up a backhand pass. Lofted away again. And now Marchie leading it. They've got 4 coming up. That's going to be shot just wide. Doug on the forecheck picks up the puck. He's got a chance. Tries to center, but it's blocked away by Omaha quickly. And now with Omaha, Drag, and Lobster and Bush ahead of him, he lobs it forward. Drag trying to get to it. Bodies Java. And now Java's going to pitch this off of the boards. Tries to get it through, but a shot on net and a save by Meat Sale. Rebound to BG, but he misses it. And dangerous there as Doug could have turned on that one had he had possession.
Yeah, definitely better starts we've seen from Chicago. Sunday, they were getting hemmed into their zone pretty much the entire first period. So it's good to see a bit of back and forth, even though it's early. But Chicago is really going to get a lead in this game. It's where they're most comfortable playing with the league, and they've only had a lead in this series.
Oh, and Lobster in the Bush just seals the lead for his team. 1-0 with a beautiful shot inside the face-off circle.
But already seeing the effect Drag has on the Chicago offense with the primary assist right there.
Without a doubt. He definitely opens up the game for them quite a bit. And there's a feed and drag all off the outside post. The rebound out to Dick McButts, and he does get it cleared away. Doug might be able to catch up to this one. Tries to body for position. He's got job all the way around, goes back to the right point, but Lobster Bush should be able to pick this up easily. Pass is made, Dick McButts steals it away. And now Dick McButts turning, gets it blocked, but he still has possession. Coming into the zone, now he loses it to Lobster Bush. Into the corner it goes. And now cutting back behind the net, he's going to loft it through, looking for drag, but it was off target. Drag on the forecheck, though, is able to get it back for a moment, gets it back to the point. Dick McButts goes across now for Doug, and misses it on the first, but he's going to pick it up after the board hit. And now dumped it into the zone. BG Pie should be able to collect this under halfway to play for this first period of regulation. And now Jabba steals it. He's got Dick McButts in front, but Dick McButts can't find the trigger as that puck just sailed past. Lofted in now with a chance. Dick McButts trying to cut around. It's getting bodied by Omaha. And swats it off the boards a couple times. He's going to have momentum. Picks it up. Jabba bodies him, though, unexpectedly, and it looked like there was a bit of a miscommunication there. So on the rush, Omaha bringing it in, but a nice play there by Doug as he's able to flick that right back into the Blackhawk zone. A nice play from him.
A good zone time by New York there. They probably wanted the shot, but that's how they're going to have to play to get that goal back and get with the lead. They often rely on the breakout pass, but against a stout defensive team like Chicago, they're going to have to work on their in-close play more to win this series.
Certainly. Now, do we know if Drag is not, if he's scheduled to be in on the Thursday games?
I do not know. That would be something we'd have to ask Drag.
All right, yeah, that'll be interesting to see how they may be playing differently today if they know that Drag is not going to be there Thursday. Because if Drag is not there Thursday, I think Chicago has to play much more aggressively and pick up both games. Otherwise, they're going to have a really tough time of it on Thursday.
Definitely. Drag's attendance either makes these games where 1-1 split would be fine to where Chicago would need both these games to be in a comfortable position if Drag's absence is if he's not there on Thursday.
And meanwhile, a shot off of the stick of Goose, but now Lobster Bush moves him inside. He's got a shot, but it's blocked away and tips the crossbar and out. And now it's going to be sent all the way up to Dick McButts. BG Pie is able to get it across. And he's going to have this puck under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Doug trying to grab it. It's going to go all the way back into the zone for Margie to pick up for the Rangers. Looking to start the breakout. He flubs it, though, and Lobster Bush should be able to come by and at least block it. He does, but Doug gets it, pushes it up for Dick McButts. 13 seconds left. I know they'd like to score a goal here, but it does not look like it's going to happen. Doug, with maybe the last chance of the period, is going to go across. And now Jabba skating forward as long as Dick McButts, as well as Dick McButts. And a shot's going to be lofted on and tipped. Oh, big save. Meat sail right at the end of the first period to keep the game within one.
Yeah, definitely the period Chicago wanted there. They finally got an early lead, and they can apply the pressure. You have to hope, though, that they keep going for another goal instead of focusing on the defensive game, because I don't think one's going to be enough to beat this New York team.
Well, they do have 4 shots on goal already, so it'll be interesting. There's a quick shot by Goose with a save right there in goal. Now Drag has the puck. D&B fighting for it. It's going to go across and just past BG Stick as well as Lobster. So now Jabba up the boards. Dick McButts is free, and he's going to have Marchie back down across, but it gets swatted all the way back to Jabba once more. It's bouncing wildly off of his stick, and it bounces to BG Pie. He takes it inside. And now Lobster, he's got Drag in front. The pass goes across, but it's just wide of his stick. And now Marchie across for Jabba. He's got to turn a little bit to stay with it. Now he's got Dick McButts in front. At the blue line, lining up a backhand shot. Lofted through. Big save. Goose on a redirect from Dick McButts. And now Dick McButts tries to keep it in, but BG moves it out. Blocked away by Marchie. Dick McButts has it, but loses the momentum there. And now it's lofted free. Meat Sail has to come out, and it's going to be shot all the way in. Jabba is going to try to find this one first. Omaha has possession. Sends it around, but it's going to be easily stolen by Dick McButts. He's got Marchie on the boards, bodied immediately by the defense. BG with a great play there. And more bodies piling up in the corner, but the pass goes in front. Shot is wide, and that's a missed opportunity for New York as they've got to look to equalize this game early. Chicago has found their footing with Drag. They are playing very well. The pass goes across, blocked again. And now Drag, again, back into the zone. Marchie trying to fight for possession with Lobster in a tree. or in a bush or whatever his name is these days, and now he's in the corner. Got the puck still, looking for a move, taking his time, and now he sends it across. Dingerbutt steals it. Got to get it across over drag stick, and he does. Now Jabba looking to get it across, but he still can't. The breakout's not coming for them so far. It does end up on net. Goose tips it wide, and Omaha off of the boards, bringing it back, and now it just has to be dumped out as that was getting a little bit desperate. Jabba coming at the left point. Off the boards now, tries to maintain possession, passes in front, nearly shot in by Doug. Now Marchie coming in from the right point. He's shot off the cage. Rebound coming out to the right point once more. Doug tries to keep it in. He does. It's off the boards. Doug still has it. He shoots off the side of the net again. And a stunning offensive possession for New York, but no shots on net recorded.
Yeah, it definitely seems similar to Game 2 for them. They're having grade A chances from in close, but they just can't finish on them. And that's something they're going to have to work on because that effort only let them have one goal in Game 2. And they definitely had the better of the play then, and it's looking very similar to this game.
It'll be interesting to see how New York responds to this pressure. It seems like they're a little bit stressed. Meatsail has done well so far, but there's only so much you can do. And now Digby Butts, though, with a good chance. He tries to take it inside. He beats one man. He shoots, and it's off the post after a nice save by Goose. As that puck was about to trickle right through. Pass intercepted by Jabba at neutral ice. Off the boards now. Into the blue line. Stolen away. Digby Butts trying to get it back. BG now with the puck. And just clears it as it was physicking through the zone. Now New York once more. Off of a stick. Trying to keep it in. And now it goes behind the net. It's going to be Digby Butts. He's got no momentum, and so he has to break off the pursuit. VGK has a chance to get this one deep. Drag is there, but a nice block by Marchie prevents it. And now sent into the zone. Goose tips it wide. Now Omaha in his own corner. They're moving right to left in blue. And blocked away. Continuing to try to move it through is New York. But now Lobster in a tree leaves it for BG. And now lines it up at the right point. Passes inside for Drag. Tries to get the shot off, but just a bit too early. And it's cleared away. So Chicago from their own zone once again. 1-0 lead for Chicago in Game 3 of a seven-game series. And the series is tied 1-1. 1:04 left in the second period. Drag fighting for this one. Jabba off the boards. Drag pokes it away. Lobster in a bush inside. Goes across. Misses his man. Now under a minute left to play in the second period. Dick McButts going across after the body from Drag. BG Pie looked like he lost the skate there, but he was able to get that puck inside. Meatsail coming out for it, sends it around, but it's going to be a turnover as Omaha is there. Omaha lines up a shot, blocked by the defense. Great play by Jabba. And now Marchie at his own blue line. Pressure from Lobster in a bush. Send in front. Digby Butts is there, but blocked by BG. And now Meatsail will have to keep this one out of net. He does. 25 seconds on the clock. Chicago, excellent forecheck so far, and they've done well. And now, nice reception by Doug in the corner. Tries to get it back to Digby Butts, but it's lofted out. And now Drag, nearly with the reception. One more time, Meatsail inside. Doug looking for it. It's taken by Digby Butts. 7 seconds left. He's got a chance, but it's blocked away, and that'll conclude the second period. Chicago nursing a 1-0 lead.
Definitely.
Nearly ate my words there.
Yeah, if you're New York, you got to have a talk with D&B about how far he's staying in the offensive zone. He's essentially taking himself out of the play, especially like at least 3 times he was caught sitting right outside of the Chicago crease. And I don't care how good of a passer you have on your back end, they're not making that pass 98% of the time. You got to come up to your side of the ice more and get yourself open for these passes and get the breakout going. You can't just sit in the offensive zone and hope for the best.
Right, that only works in pubs and only sometimes. Now Chicago looking to break it out, and still got some spectators joining with some insightful commentary. BG Pie trying to pick this one up neutral ice, but it's going to pass the stick, and now D&B on the forecheck. Goose has to come out. Doesn't have too many options, so he sends it around slowly. D&B might be able to intercept this one. He does. Takes the puck, shoots it inside, just missed Doug's stick, rather. And now Drag lofts it through. That's going to be shot just wide of the net after the physics collision. 4:12 in the final period of regulation. Jabba sends it up. Omaha blocks it inside. And we've seen very consistent play so far through 3 games from Omaha. He's been making the plays he needs to. No big mistakes from his position so far.
I think he had one minor mistake earlier that led to one of the close-in chances in the second. But it's fortunate that they didn't get a goal, and it's letting him play with some confidence right now. I know Chicago was worried about their play of the defense before this series, but they seem to be stepping up to the challenge right now.
Drag really eases off the effort on that defense as well, as they're able to focus their efforts. Obviously, New York having to control Drag inside. They're having to be careful of that long breakout pass, or the stretch pass, rather. Now Jabba going across, misses his man. New York not executing on those breakout passes so far. They've had a couple opportunities, but most of them have come from slow, steady moves up the ice. They haven't been able to put together a good, solid string of completed breakout passes. A shot on an empty net, maybe a save. Lobsterbush tries to swat it out of midair, and it's blocked back into the zone. Oh, he has a lane. Lobsterbush shot! Big save, Meat Sail, and that might have saved the game for them. Now New York just has to focus on the offense.
Yeah, definitely a great play by Meat Sail. He's really got to stay in this for his team right now. They need that effort.
DMB with a great shot towards the net. Looked like Doug might have tipped it, but it was a save by Goose back inside. Blocked by Doug on the corner. Now DMB trying to get possession. And sticks colliding, gets a poke check off. Omaha bringing it through for Drag, and Drag accidentally tipping it back. DMB's got to get this in the zone. He's at the left point, gets bottled up. 2.5 to go in the final period of regulation. Brought in by Jabba. Shot backhand off the post. Rebound out to the side. And now Chicago still breathing. But as you can tell, New York is really starting to lay those shots on. And Chicago getting into the zone a little bit too much.
Yeah, if you're Chicago here, you got to stop trying to make the fancy play in your own zone. And then I know dumps are frowned upon, but sometimes they're the best move in this game.
Well, here's Omaha cutting inside with a great opportunity. Shoots just wide. BG going to clean up the rebound on the left point with the backhand shot. It nearly on net, but off the crossbar and out. Jabba tries to pick it up. He's got to get the pass off. It comes to Doug. Oh, he nearly had it, but it just missed his stick. Now Lobsterbush sends it around slowly. Doug picks it up in the corner. On the interception, tries to keep it inside. He's going to send this one all the way around. Marchie coming up from the right point. Just over 90 seconds. A shot on! Big save or block, I think, by BG. As that one was headed right for the net. Jabba now from the left point. It's going to be flung into the zone behind the net. 126. And now New York getting back on defense. They're keeping Drag inside, and they're doing a good job of keeping him from going all the way up. Only one goal separating these two teams, and here's DMB cutting inside. New York needs to be more aggressive here. DMB trying to get around, gets a shot just wide, and into the corner it goes. Lobsterbush now looking for Drag, makes the pass, blocked by DMB. BG Pie clears it out, and now Drag is going to have a chance, but no, Meatsail comes out and slows down for a moment. So under a minute in the final period of regulation, Chicago 1-goal lead, and the pass is made. DMB picks it up and sends it across. Marchie, or rather Jabba, with room, shot just tipped away, and now above the net it goes behind. And into the corner, looking for the right point. It's lofted through. Marchie with a shot. It was too high off of his stick. And 36 seconds to go behind the net. BG holding it and now waits. Now passes. Sends it above Jabba's stick. Now Meatsail has to come out. He does. Backhand shot. That's going to be almost on net. And now Doug in the corner fighting for it. Gets a centering pass away. And no one home. They're going full goalie out. Meatsail with a shot on, and it's tipped just away. And that was the best chance they've had. And 10 seconds left. They've got to get this puck away from Lobsterbush. But that's going to be it. As Drag is going to do it. 2-0. Chicago coming away with Game 3.
Great game from Chicago here. I know it's 5 seconds left, but this is how they want to play. They like to keep it low scoring, and they like to play with the lead, and they did both this game. Their defense was on point. Sure, they gave up a couple more chances than they probably would have liked to, especially right there at the end. But at the end of the day, New York could not capitalize on the opportunities they were given, and that's something they're going to have to work on next game. I think a big weak point is not the utilization of Marchie at the point. He has been money in these playoffs from that right point there, and they have got to get the puck to him to get some shots on net instead of losing it behind the net or in close like they have been last game.
I think too, Omaha as well was much more solid here in Game 3. Like we said, no big mistakes in Games 1 and 2, but he really came through for them here. He was able to keep most of the play out of his own zone. Him and BG both with a fantastic defensive showing in Game 3. It's interesting because it seemed like New York was going more for just trying to only have DMB and Kwisatz up in the zone. and Marchie and Jabba were not utilized much at all. Obviously, Marchie is able to take that puck from the right point and cut inside. We see them do that a lot during the regular season, but it didn't seem like they were willing to get that puck outside of those two players, and it may have just been maybe just the jitters after seeing Drag out there. It's kind of tough. He is a very talented player.
Yeah, they definitely play different with Drag out there. They seem to be more conservative on the defense and not really taking that many chances because they're afraid to let Drag get loose. Credit to Drag for giving that grade A opportunity to Crab for that first goal that eventually won it for him. But he was quite good this game, and it's really what Chicago needed after that lackluster offensive effort on Sunday.
Without a doubt. And now I'll go ahead and gotta put the text here for two teams. I'd forgotten to make sure that was on there for anyone who maybe didn't see the previous games. So that's Chicago at New York. And Chicago now leading the series 2-1. That text is too big. It's the wonders of live editing. You get to see how much I have to mess with to get this working.
Oh, we do for this community.
Oh yeah, the horrors that we have to endure, especially of getting in the game and clicking a record button and making sure that our TeamSpeak channels are locked.
Yeah, hey, I have to sit here for about an hour, Para. That is a commitment in itself.
And you have to say words every once in a while too with a microphone. Yeah. I mean,
like, how am I supposed to eat my Thai food when I'm supposed to be talking once every 3 minutes? Like,
I feel like I give you the horn more than once every 3 minutes.
No, I'm exaggerating.
That makes it even worse, though. You can eat even less Thai food. That's why I always eat pasta right before the game. Got a carb load so I can cast.
Yeah, casting here is a calorie burner. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah. Especially when you're no longer living with your parents and you get to scream all you want, and the only people that'll care are the police whenever you get them called on you for a noise complaint. I'm actually honestly kind of surprised that I've never had that happen to me with all the screaming I do playing this game. I mean,
I've heard your wife screaming at you a couple times.
Yeah, she isn't too happy about me yelling, and I can understand that. Because it does get pretty loud, and I've got headphones on, so I'm already like overcompensating for my my thought that my voice is not as loud as it should be. So,
but we suffer for our art.
Yeah. So. This is art. Is this art?
Yeah, this is I'll say it's a form of art.
It's something.
Not like those artless casters Dial and Dolph the other night.
Oh boy. The best part of the stream is that my setup is possibly one of the more ghetto ones that you might see. A lot of people are casting with like I know I think Winters has a dedicated mic. I'm almost 100% certain that he's got like a snowball or something along those lines. I got a cheap Zalman little mic that's supposed to go on it's supposed to hook up to your headset, your headset's wire, and sit like on your chest. I'm sitting here using duct tape because I don't have a wired set of headphones. So it's one of those games that it's fun. We enjoy it most of the time. And the other times we just play and yell about how the game's not going our way. So it doesn't look like any lineup changes are forthcoming for both teams as they're back on the ice for Game 4 of a 7-game series. Chicago has the series lead 2-1 as the puck drops.
You have to think Chicago wants the exact same kind of game. Maybe get that second goal earlier, but a great performance all around from them.
This is definitely the kind of game that Chicago wants to play in Game 3. They want to get that puck inside and look for opportunities to score with drag and lobster in a bush. And then basically they just want to say, all right, and we're just going to absolutely destroy you on defense for the rest of the game. And that's exactly what they did. that shutout that Goose pitched, he did have quite a few shots he had to save. So it's not as if the goalie position didn't get a workout. Meadsdale did pretty good as well, but only so much you can do when those shots are coming in the way they were. So this one's going to go out to Lobster Bush, sends it across. Drag is looking for it. He's got the puck, but he misses the move inside. And now he's going to make a move, sends it in front. Lobster Bush is there. He picks it up. He's got to change. He shoots. It is out the post. The rebound is swept away. And that was a beautiful opportunity. They got to capitalize on that. And now it goes back out to BG at the blue line. Shot blocked, and now Lobster Bush. They've got the strong side locked in pretty well, and the shot is made just under the stick of Meatsail. And he got a piece, but it just went under. 1-0 Chicago.
Yeah, that was a tip-in goal by Meatsale right there, and he's going to be kicking himself for that one. Just something that you absolutely do not want to have happen in what is now a must-win game for New York right now.
Yeah, with if Chicago carries that 3-1 lead, you've got to have 3 straight games. But here's Margie with a chance. He goes for the pass to Doug, and I'm not certain. Maybe he might have missed the shot there. I'm thinking you've got to take the shot there. But regardless, here's Jabba with a shot just wide.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of just flubbed the shot there. Not that he was trying to pass to Doug.
I think so. It's not that Doug isn't a capable player. He definitely is. Now Drag, or rather, yeah, getting my players mixed up, going around to Marchie, goes for the spin move, and it's not effective. And now Drag is going to have his man beat. He's got to skate up with it. 3 minutes left in the first period. Drag goes across. Omaha cutting inside to grab this one in the corner. Tries to get the breakout, or rather the centering pass. Now Lobster Bush with a shot blocked away by the defense and rattles through. Back to the corner to Marchie. Marchie blocked from Drag. Now Jabba comes back to retrieve and try to get the breakout going. Doug to the corner, to the side to get that puck. And now DMB has the puck. Oh, but he bounces over his stick. And now passed in front off of the post. Drag with Lobster Bush. They've got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Now Jabba's got to cut around, trying to make the play. Drag gets around him. Drag with a chance. He shoots. It's behind the net it goes and around the boards. Lobster Bush feeds BG with a backhand shot. Meatsail save. Jabba looking for DMB. He's got men open. BG blocks it. Beautifully played. And back into his own zone. DMB chasing now. 2:05 in the first period. 1-0 lead Chicago with a 2-1 series lead in Game 4. Omaha cutting back around, sends it around to Lobster Bush. They've got the breakout working for them, and it seems like everything is going right. Drag tries to get the puck, can't get it. Jabba on the backside of the play. Lofted around. Marchie, DMB has a cross, and he's got Doug up high. And it's going to be lofted through. Doug needs to feed this to the right point. And he cuts away from the puck inexplicably. And it goes back to the right point. Jabba, though, might be able to keep this in for a moment before Lobster Bush pokes it back through. Marchie, at his own blue line, makes the block. DMB waiting patiently for the puck, sends it across. Maybe an accidental touch as Drag picks it up on the turnover. Drag with a shot's going to be wide behind the net. Meatsail tries to tip it, but Drag coming back through, blocked away by Marchie. And BG keeps it in. Drag still in the zone, and he he lays down a body actually on Marchie. And Crab picking up the puck on the left corner, passes in front just a bit wide, and now DMB scoots it through. BG blocks it. And New York cannot execute that breakout pass. Chicago is applying fantastic pressure, and New York doesn't have the time to get those pucks to the sticks.
Yeah, Chicago is just playing with superb confidence right now. Like, it's very rare you'll see both forwards on an LHL team going on the forecheck, but that's how much confidence they have in Omaha and BG on their back end right now. That if they mess up or the puck gets broken out, that they can handle it, because both Drag and Lobster are dogs on raw meat right now in the offensive zone, trying to get those turnovers, and it is paying off big time with their extended offensive zone time.
Without a doubt, and absolutely, like Lobster and Drag are playing lights out at this point. There's going to be shots just off the post. The rebound comes out, blocked away, and now DMB, he's just going to hold it for a moment, but he loses it right away, and BG swats it back into the zone. 4 seconds left. Lobster Bush nearly wanting to swat that in, and back inside, DMB shoots it far wide on the backside of his stick. And now that'll be the end of the first period. Omaha out for juice for a moment. It may be for ping issues, I'm not certain, but that is a substitution and an interesting one. We'll see how New York maybe modifies their play style to take advantage of the substitution.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be an intentional switch. It might, like, especially with how well they played that first period, you don't want to change anything up. So this might be ping or just commitment based.
Possibly so, but Juice had a nice shot from the right point, bringing it around his drag back in front, blocked away. DMB, rather BG, swatting it, or rather DMB swatting it from BG's stick. All right, yeah, there we go. That's the right thing. And now Juice back in his own zone makes the breakout pass up the boards. The Lobster to Bush. Lobster to Bush deep into the zone. Drag catching up with it. Ooh, it bounced off his stick, but it had a good stick placement there to even have a chance of receiving that puck. And Drag has basically turned around this series for the Blackhawks, as they're in great position here with even just a 1-goal lead. But New York has not had opportunities in the offensive zone all game. Drag across, Lobster with a nice reception, but it goes off of his stick, and now Marchie picks it up. 4 minutes in the second period. Up the ice to Doug, misses it to DMB, also misses. Now Juice picks it up, sends it around. And the play style of the Blackhawks is allowing them to not have to make difficult plays to get it inside. And now Lobster to Bush takes the backhand shot, but it's off the crossbar and out. Juice coming out from the point. It's blocked away from him, and DMB has to get to this puck first. He does in a nice turn. He might have a chance to get this shot off, but it's going to be blocked off of his stick by BG and pushed back. Marchie takes a shot. It's going to be well wide. Back behind the net it goes. BG trying to retrieve it. Now DMB blocks it away for a moment. Lobster to Bush pursuing now with Drag, and blocked into the zone. Meatsail has to come out, and he does. Got to get the puck off of his stick, and he does also. And now Doug with a decent chance. He shoots. It's off the outside post. And Drag picking it up now for his team. Omaha is back in the server. The pass is received. Oh, and the shot is wide. And I could not tell. Did Meatsail get a shot? Did he get a little piece of that?
No, it was just pushed wide by Crab. He had an open net and just couldn't bury that.
It's a tough one to miss, especially in the playoffs. But obviously, Lobster to Bush, short-term memory loss you've got to have, if not for all the virtual concussions that you suffer. And blocked away. Drag fighting for it, but it's going to be Jabba picking it up. Makes the turn, pokes it up, but no one home. And now New York having to forecheck once more. BG sends it around easily. Juice picks it up and loses it for a moment. It goes across. Marchie is there. Marchie from the right point, cuts inside, backhand to forehand, trying to get an angle, but BG just fighting on that body. Very, very, very difficult for him to make a move. DMB moving around with momentum, gets it in front, but it's blocked by the defense. And now Drag trying to move it forward. They've got a 3-on-2, BG and Lobster to Bush, and he misses, or he fakes potentially. Going across, the centering pass just wide of the stick of Lobster to Bush, but he picks it up on the rebound. And it's blocked away again, but Drag once more, still with possession, and they have so much of it in the offensive zone this game. And of course, as soon as I say that, Jabba picks it up, brings it out, lofts it up high off the boards. DMB coming in to support it, and cuts inside. Now Jabba with a shot blocked by BG, still spiraling pretty high, and it's going to easily be cleared away, or poked away, by Goose.
Yeah, interesting decision here by Chicago not to immediately put Omaha back in. So maybe it is ping related, but keeping no discredit to Juice's talent, but Omaha is definitely the better option here.
Marchie with a shot, and he scores, and I don't know. It looked like Goose. I could not tell what happened to that puck. We'll have to check it out on the replay later on, but that puck was just flung in the zone by Marchie, and it looked like Goose might have been able to cut it down accidentally and put it in. I thought that shot was on the post, but the centering pass, no one home, the Goose is able to poke it free, and now in the corner to New York, quickly tying the game with a minute left in the second period, and that's a big goal for them, the first one of their games tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good on Marchie for stepping up and getting an opportunity.
Oh, but here's Drag with a beautiful breakaway. Drag cuts it in, and he scores easily. And they regain that lead.
Yes.
And there's Omaha back in. Yep.
From Drag right there. And that is exactly why he's valuable to the Chicago team. He has been the cornerstone of their offense today. And really, all of their opportunities have come from a play he's made. The first goal on a forecheck by Drag. The first game, he had the assist to Crab and the empty netter. And now he's got the walk-in and easily beat Meatsail there, giving his team the lead. And a stellar performance from him today.
Without a doubt, Drag turning around this series. As we said, BG now breaking the puck out for Chicago. DMB following, tracking, can't get it. Down to Lobster Bush, swatted away by Marchie. DMB has to try to do something with the time remaining, but I don't think they're going to get anything off. There's going to be a shot, and it would have been in, but just after time expires, and that is a bit of a heartbreaker for New York, as there's still 5 minutes in regulation, but that would have tied it going into the third. Doug played that one beautifully, but just did not have the time left in the period to accomplish his goal. And now Drag quickly right back with it. Lobster in the bush, has him beat, and he shoots, but a crazy save by Meatsail. Keeps it out of the net. And now up to DMB, blocked away. Omaha across. Marchie has the puck, pokes it through. DMB with time. Moves it through and cuts inside, and what a beautiful play. Tries to get the body, but he loses it to BG at the end. And now BG cutting away with it. Sends it up the boards for Omaha. It's a little bit slow moving. Omaha just dumps it, and that's a wise play there for Chicago. Forcing New York to work out of their own end. Not making the mistakes. New York of the boards for Dick McButts. He's got Doug, and it's going to be shot wide. Doug, angling for the forward check. BG takes it away. Sent up the ice for Lobster in a bush. And going to go all the way around for Marchie. And it looks like they're having issues. Gurms can't get in. I'm not sure if Gurms would be subbing in for Doug, maybe.
Maybe. I don't think that's a wise decision. I think Jabba and Marchie would be better on defense regardless. But I'm pretty sure Bear's not on either one of these teams, if I'm correct.
Right, yeah, they need to clear the spectators out. Oh, huge body there by Lobster to Bush and Drag. Bogues it free. Lobster to Bush going for this, but it's going to be Marchie. And if you wouldn't mind, if there's any admins on TeamSpeak, could you go and poke them while I keep doing play-by-play? Try to see if they can get that result. And Jabba goes across for Marchie. He's got some time. They're entering the zone that's going to be shot on net. The tip is made. Oh, and it brings it back to Doug. Doug with the spin shot wide. And now bodies colliding here for the Blackhawks, trying to keep it in the zone, but it's going to be Drag on a one-on-one. Drag moving into the zone, cuts inside, and he's going to have to just retrieve this puck. He's got BG at the boards, but he's covered. Sent around and blocked away. Omaha picking up the rebound with a shot wide of the net. Drag tries to get it inside, and cutting around is Lobster in the bush, and he loses it to Marchie. Just over 2.5 to go in the final period of regulation. It's lost to Lobster to Bush, but it's swatted back in by Marchie. Gets the body on him immediately. Meatsail moving it up. Goes across. And Omaha sticking to DMB. And he's just playing fantastic defense. That's exactly why New York has struggled so much. DMB shot around. And it's going to be all the way around to Marchie. Blocked away by the defense. I think that was Lobster to Bush. And now in the corner is DMB. Gets bodied. Marchie, or rather Drag, is going to be able to poke this free. Lobster to Bush. On a clear breakaway, Meatsail came up for a moment. Now trying to make the save, and he can't! Lobster to Bush shoots and scores for his second. And that's a 3-1 lead for New York. Or rather, for Chicago.
Yeah. So I just heard back from the admin, and it turns out everyone in here is on a team in some sort of way. So I don't see anyone being kicked today.
That's very odd. Seems like... seems very unfortunate. They might want to get their own team because Bojarzine, Toulouse, is Bear on Chicago?
I think Bear might be on New York, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think here New York probably just needs to get one of their other players out. And I'm getting some ping. I'm not sure if you are here. Now it's back to normal a little bit. Back behind the net for Goose, and Goose misplays it there, and it's centered for Marchie, cutting inside, the blue line backhand shot. It's going to be a goal! Beautifully shot, right behind the blue line, floated on in. And Goose couldn't quite track it. It was floating in there, and they get the goal. So 3-2, Chicago with the lead still, but that 1-goal margin now, pretty tight. DMB can make a difference. He's got a chance. Trying for the wrap. Oh, it's right out the outside post.
I think that might have been blocked by Drag up and over, or BG, but great defensive play to get that buck out of a dangerous zone there, and probably a game saver, preventing it from landing right back into crease.
I think so. So with under a minute to play in regulation, 3-2 lead for Chicago. They're nursing it. It's going to be dumped in. Meatsail is playing very tight, or rather, very loosely out of net. Doug trying to come up and hit this one, but he misses. It's going to go across. Drag has it. They've got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Drag with a shot. Saved by Meatsail. 31 seconds left to go. Drag with the puck. Meatsail has to come out. Makes the play and poke shots it away. And they've got to get this puck to a teammate here. It's going to be all the way through. D&B with the reception to Doug. Doug brings it in. Backhand chance. He shoots, and it's above the crossbar. And now D&B, 16 seconds to go. Across. Misses the pass. And Marchie, looking for the play, is job on Meatsail, scores!
What a game we have on our hands. But the Hail Mary play, pulling the goalie, putting him in the offensive zone, pays off for New York, and it appears we're going to overtime. And this Chicago team has watched a 2-goal lead slip from their hands, and now we are playing with it all on the line.
Wow. That is probably one of the first times I have ever seen that.
I think the closest I've seen was when Gabe came out in the finals 2 seasons ago and then sent a shot on and Icy tipped it in. It's the closest I've seen to a playoff comeback initiated by a goalie in that manner.
Without
but credit
a doubt.
to Meatsail for pulling his team in, and Marchie's been the best player on this team. And New York's really going to need D&B to show up in this game because he has been an absolute ghost today.
Well, speaking of the devil, here he is, D&B with a breakaway, has a chance to end it. D&B cutting inside, makes the move, he shoots, he scores! And D&B wins it for New York, equalizing the series at 2 apiece.
Caster's curse, I suppose.
It always is.
Well, good on D&B for coming up when it counts. Though I sounded hard on him, and I was, but good for him. And good for New York for not giving up on that game. I know they've had tendencies to get down on themselves when faced with the lead, at least during the regular season, or faced with the comeback in the regular season, but they did a good job coming up big in this one.
What a game that we saw there. And so New York able to take that game and steal it away with Meatsail coming out, getting the game-tying goal, sending it to overtime with under 10 seconds left in the final period. And then D&B taking a loose puck and just skating it inside, makes the play he needs to. That sets up New York in excellent position for games 5, 6, and 7 if necessary on Thursday night. And just as a reminder, that'll be twitch.tv/IBN1. You do not want to miss that, as we've seen excellent games so far.
So, did we talk about the Chicago and Vegas games on Sunday? Because I know neither of you were very impressed with what we saw on ice.
Well, yeah, that Calgary, Vegas. Yeah, I'm not quite certain. I'm thinking a sweep here for Calgary, but of course I'm sure that means that Vegas will somehow Is there mercy rule in the playoffs?
Yes, there is.
So I'm sure because I said that, Vegas is now going to mercy Calgary both times.
Oh, I disagree. I think Vegas may be able to steal one, but there's no way Calgary's going to lose this series. What is it? Vegas just does not have the talent to compete with them, and that's that simple. But especially if they play like they did on Sunday, which they were terrible in both games.
Yeah, it'll be it's going to be a tough ride for Vegas. And it's not to say that they don't have talent, but they're overmatched right now as it is, and they're just having a difficult time getting anything accomplished. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lineup's going to be a big question for Vegas because they've got K-Bomb as a backup who is a great goaltender who has been a great goaltender in seasons past, but has fallen off recently. But after the second game by PK, where he was just flustered and abjectly awful in net, you'd have to think they're at least considering it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then the other question is, do they put Self-Plug back on the ice this game?
I think if they do, it has to be on the tightest leash that we've ever seen on an HQM player.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he can't make the same plays he was making. Very selfish, and it did not work. Nothing he did worked that game, and so it'll be interesting. So to see if they can make the recovery. And just getting this intro screen set up for anyone watching. So again, just 2 games left to play tonight. Calgary, Vegas. Calgary has that 2-0 series lead in a best of 7. This is the semifinals of Legends Hockey League Season 14. And I believe we've got a bit of time here until 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I think after that crazy ending, I'm going to go get a drink of water. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, we're back with you live as the teams getting onto the ice. Chicago and New York are tied, series at 2-2. Now it's going to be Calgary at Vegas, and Calgary has the lead 2-0 in that series. As the lineups look like this, Calgary putting on the ice Dwayne, KS Auto, Tony Flo, Burley Berthy, and Goal Machine Broke. Vegas, Self-Plug, Big V, Provorov, Taser, and PK. And as we mentioned, it's interesting seeing Self-Plug back on the ice. He's going to have to be under lock and key as he's needing to be playing better. KS Auto quickly dangling inside, has a chance, but it's blocked away at the last second. Retreating to neutral ice and going to cut inside and make Self-Plug miss. And another one, too. Still has the puck. It's insane. Has a shot. It's wide. And that's the kind of chance that Vegas has to eliminate. Calgary cannot be allowed to do that. That's going to ensure a sweep if they continue to play like that.
Yeah, the fantastic hands on display right there from KS Auto. And you got to tighten up and get the puck out of your zone quicker than that if you're Vegas. And it looks like Tony disconnected or something because Riven X is now, or Noogie Hopkins, as he's named this season, is in for Tony.
Yeah, no, Tony's back in, so it may have been just a temporary issue. It's out to the right point. Taser picks it up. Has a chance. It's going to be shot wide into the corner. Provorov retrieving, sending it back around the boards a little bit too strongly. And now Calgary able to start the breakout. Noogie Hopke bounces it off of his stick. It looked like an accident, but he did get it through. Gets it to KS Auto, and KS Auto very dangerous. He cuts inside, he shoots, and is saved there by PK on a ground shot. And we've seen that in pubs a lot. Now Big Bertha on the opposite side, blocked away by the defense. And turning around with it is Dwayne back to Auto, but Taser with the body keeps it out. And now Provorov moving it up the ice. Lofts it through, and it looks like just a dump here while Vegas resets on defense. Self-plug on the forecheck. Tony Flo brings it around. Kiwi coming out of net to body. Misses it, but dumped all the way back once more. PK staying in net. Auto in the forecheck. Taser with the puck. Auto gets bodied there by PK. Taser up the ice for Self-Plug, and Self-Plug receives it right into Bertha's stick. So another turnover there. Back to Tony Flo, and KS Auto pokes it through. Dwayne trying to get this one away from Self-Plug, and Self-Plug scoots it around. Big V coming back to get this one. He's got Taser back around. He takes that option. Taser turning. Auto converging on the puck quickly, and Taser throws it through. And Self-Plug now is going to start the forecheck once more. Gets slowed up for a moment by Kiwi. Tony lofts it through for Dwayne, and Big V will have this one. So both teams, after that initial flurry of chances by KS Auto, it seems like both teams are being a little bit more cautious with their play, more dumps as they're not seeing the chances that they want to have. Body later though, PK is gonna have to dump this one through, and now Self-Plug with probably the best chance he's had all game. Self-Plug cuts inside, he takes a shot and is saved by Kiwi. Rebound out to the corner. It's gonna be Self-Plug moving it inside, looking to get the wrap inside, and he can't do it. PK staying. For a moment, Taser will be able to track this one down with Dwayne on the forecheck. And that was a nice 2-on-1 chance, but a better save by Kiwi.
Yeah, it does appear that Self-Plug took some of the comments he probably heard to heart and learned his lesson about shooting when you have the opportunity, which is definitely a sore spot in his style of gameplay where he does not like to shoot on those golden opportunities there.
That was definitely the shot selection he wanted to have, and it looks like Kiwi just was able to catch up with it. If anything, maybe a bit higher, but it was good velocity. Now here's Dwayne with a steal on the right point, trying to cut inside. Backhand shot, he scores! What a beautiful move inside after the interception. Takes it off the backhand and just absolutely demolishes PK for the 1-0 lead.
That was a fantastic shot by Guy. Backhand, one-timer. It does not get better than that, and that is what we expect in these LHL finals.
That's the kind of shot that I always hear him complaining about that he can't make. And I'm like, what are you kidding me? That's see you make that all the time. Vegas now clearing into the zone, and they're going to start the forecheck once more. Self-Plug is over there on the weak side of the boards, but no one is there. And now he's got to start the primary forecheck. He does dislodge it for a moment. Dwayne is going to have it. and sends it back into the corner. 36 seconds in the first period. Taser dumps it in. And now self-plug chasing. Big Bertha with the puck around the boards. Very nice reception there on the backside of that play was Dwayne, but blocked away by Provorov. Otto still has the puck, though, and he carries it through from the corner. Might have a chance, but it's blocked away back to the half boards. It's going to land in front, though. KS Otto with the shot blocked, and now Bertha can't get it. Kiwi comes out of net, maybe looking to put this one on net. Under 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Shot's going to be on net, tipped aside. And Self-Plug with a chance at the last second, but he shoots wide. And that's a tough one to catch up to. That'll be the end of the first period. 1-0 lead for the Flames as they carry that strong play from Sunday into today's games.
Yeah, definitely the most even period we've seen of these teams in this series so far. If you're Vegas, you gotta get a goal here. You can't go into third with, you can't go 10 minutes without scoring a goal and hope to win against this high-powered Calgary team. You gotta trade them goal for goal and hope you just come out on top of the exchange.
It looks like KSR disconnected there for a moment. They only had a 4-on-5, but here's Bertha with a shot delivered, and PK saves it. So back into Calgary zone once again. Yeah, we've seen 2 disconnections here from Calgary. It's interesting, but it is what it is. Now Tony Flo back around, cuts outside, waiting for his move, and sends it across to Dwayne. And Dwayne nearly having that one, but Big V takes it away. He's got Provorov on the boards and leaves it there pretty short. Provorov has to cut back inside. Dwayne on the forward check back to Big V. Nice passing play there. Taser is across. Big V pulls it inside, blocked away by Dwayne. That's a bad giveaway there as Dwayne entering from the right point. Shot in, PK save. Rebound back out to Dwayne. Fighting for the puck, now Big V with it. Otto on the forward check, lofted up to Self-Plug. Oh, nearly had that puck. Now Kiwi with the puck. Clears it down. Dwayne is there as well as Otto. Dwayne with a shot just wide off of the one-timer all the way from Kiwi. And now Taser to Provorov, received to Self-Plug. And now Self-Plug cuts inside, shot wide all the way around. Big V will be able to pick this up on the left point. Backhand shot blocked by Big Bertha. Bertha has Otto across, takes the pass option. Taser engaging. Otto moving inside. And outside, rather, to Self-Plug on the turnover. Self-Plug trying to get the body position, but is thrown back out into the zone by Bertha. Vegas starting to break out from their own zone, moving left to right in red. To the boards for Taser. Taser lost it through. Self-Plug is blocked by Bertha, and that's a great job to reverse the field there. Now Self-Plug has the puck and centers it. It's going to be Taser stepping up from the right boards. Taser sending a shot, blocked there by Tony Flo. And on the half boards on the left side of the play, now Big V whiffs it, and Vegas has 3 players behind the goal line. Then now finally they get back, and Big V pokes it inside, just trying to keep that possession going. Provorov now has a chance. He's going to cut inside, but he can't get the shot off. Now Self-Plug in the corner, 2:48 to play. Self-Plug back to Taser. Taser at the blue line, lines up a backhand shot. It's going to be just a little bit of a pass inside, blocked away, and now wobbling through. Taser lofts it. Some pretty small hockey plays going on here as it's into the corner. Self-Plug. Now Calgary is able to get the clear at least out of their zone back to Taser.
Easily the best offensive possession Vegas has had in this series, but credit to Calgary for their defensive effort. Yeah, that's not something we often see them being hemmed into their own zone like that.
Oh, now KS Otto with a great reception and a breakaway. He cuts inside and he scores! What a beautiful reception, and they found the lane, took it, and KS Otto delivers 2-0 Calgary.
Tony Flo racking up the assist for the second of the night. Definitely a good effort from the Calgary team here.
Without a doubt, and they are still dominating even with this better Vegas play. Kiwi now takes it, waits for the forecheck, and now clears. Otto is there, can't get it though, so now Big V. And honestly, it's telling when that's the best period of hockey they've played, or the best offensive possession. And a backhand shot, big save, PK, as that was tumbling through. Able to track it, though. Now Big V, 136. Tries to get it away. KS Otto blocks it. Big V chips it, and that's going to be misplayed. Dwayne back to Otto, but blocked. And now Tony Flo just slaps it back into the zone. PK has to poke it around, and Taser is there. Scoots it around up the ice, but Dwayne intercepts it, shot toward the net, and it's wide. Otto in the forward check, Big V. Trying to get this pass away. It's going to be just a dump all the way back to Kiwi. Sends it right back all the way back behind Taser's stick, and now Big V has to get back. Otto is there, sent around. Self-plug coming to the boards, filling that role. Provorov is in the zone, scooted inside. Under a minute in the second period of play. Kiwi with the puck sends it through. Otto's going to try to get this one. He's got a one-on-one, or rather a one-on-two, but he slows down just a little bit too much, pokes it around one. I think the defense is going to catch up. They do. And now Big V is just going to dump it just a bit wide of net. And Vegas really not executing after that first offensive possession that they had, and where they had the chances. They haven't really put it together again. There's still time to play, only a 2-goal lead for Calgary. Now Big V has a decent long shot chance, backhands it. It's going to be shot on, tipped away by Kiwi. And very confident stick handling there as Kiwi slammed it down like a hammer. Kiwi blocking it back now to KS Otto, moving from his own zone. Calgary in blue. Up the boards to Tony Flo, blocked by Big V. And Big V has to get this to Provorov. Provorov receives. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, back bounces it off. And that'll be the end of the second period. 5 minutes to play in regulation. 2-0 lead for the Flames as they are dominating still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best period of play we've seen from Vegas, and they still can't get a goal. And that's pretty telling of how this series is going to go. There's nothing that makes me believe they're going to be able to turn this game, let alone the series, around for them. And
Yeah,
I think, barring a Calgary mental collapse due to overconfidence or something, I think this is theirs.
Yeah, that's a Tony Flo shot from behind his own blue line, but it's going to be well wide. PK. Oh, and he misplays it. And there's Dwayne, but he doesn't have any momentum as he bounces it off the boards and has to get it out. Does Vegas. Bounces over one stick there as Self couldn't get it. Provorov in his own zone. Going across, and Self-plug is just leaving too early as there's no chance they're going to get the puck out that far. Big Bertha lines up a shot, and it's tipped away by PK. Barely saved off the post, but he does get the save. And Self-plug gets the clear. Yeah, it's just Self-plug missing that first shot. I got to say, if he makes the first shot, this game looks a lot different.
Yeah,
because that gives them the confidence they need. But right now, after that offensive possession still merits no points, you got to be thinking, what do you have to do? Playing decently well during the season, but KS Otto turning it around. He's got a chance. He shoots and scores for his second, and Calgary with 3-0 lead. And really, Vegas just needs to focus on putting together solid offensive possessions at this point in the game.
And really, Calgary hasn't even had that much zone time or quality offensive zone time. They're just scoring on their chances. Vegas is doing a pretty good job of keeping their chances low, but they just can't seem to stop them.
Well, the problem is that they're getting those chances low because of the numbers. They're fighting it with numbers in the neutral zone, and then once this happens, as KS Otto easily springs it free, back out to neutral ice and into Calgary's zone as they take the possessions, and they get up the ice. KS Otto turning, and he's got a chance, brings it inside, he shoots, and it's off the post outside. Tony Flo on the backhand tries to get it inside, and behind that it goes. Taser picking it up. Just over 3 minutes to go in regulation. Pass is made all the way up to Self-plug, and Self-plug is going to be able to grab this puck. It's behind the net, bounces it above the net, but it's not quite over. And now Self-plug out to Big V on the left point. All he can do is scoot it back in, and that's dangerous now as KS Otto moving it through. He's got speed, and he can move inside as he does so through the right point. And what a great play. Inside again. Oh, blocked at the last second by Self-plug. And now Self-plug gets bodied immediately by Big Bertha. Tony Flo lines up a shot. PK save. And Provorov turning around, blocked away by Big Bertha. And this Calgary team is very adept at handling those pucks in midair. Dwayne is going to steal this one. He's cutting inside. He's got some lane, but he loses the puck at the last second into the corner. Now he's got KS Otto in the middle of the ice. Pass is going to go across to Tony Flo, and he's going to get bottled up there as the block comes through. But now Otto from the corner, easily blocked by Taser. And Tony Flo. This is basically the death throes, I think, of Vegas as they are just struggling to get anything going and just to barely be able to keep these pucks out of net. But, 3-goal lead here, and they're tasked with putting together 4 games, potentially in a row after this game is over, just to be able to get to the finals. And I'm not certain they have it in them at this point in time.
Yeah, I think if they were gonna win a game, it was gonna be this one, but I don't see any indication Calgary's gonna let off the gas next game, and I think it's gonna be a clean sweep for them.
Yeah, Vegas is struggling with basic plays like that. They're not confident right now, and it's obvious to see why. I mean, there's no shame in losing, and Calgary has just honestly outskilled them at this point. They're delivering on every expectation, but the tip comes in, and Provorov with a late goal, 72 seconds left in regulation. That might spark a fire here.
Fantastic tip by Provorov. He absolutely earned that goal, and that is one of the better tips I've seen throughout my time in this game.
I don't think there's any admins in the game currently besides playing.
Guy and Tony are admins, but they are BG should be in game adminning.
Yeah, and PK comes out of net here to take this one through. Gets the pass to Big V. And Big V scoots it up. Provorov is there. Provorov, the centering pass, but it's too hard for Selplug, and now Taser into the corner. Trying to get this one on net. It's blocked away. Kiwi staying there. KS Auto delivers from the corner. No, he gets blocked. Provorov in on the forecheck. Out to the boards again. And now KS Auto has the puck. And he's just going to clear this down the ice. 20 seconds left. And now Vegas, I think, would be well wise to go ahead and take that goalie out. But I don't think anything's going to matter here as Dwayne just blocks that one right back in. 10 seconds left. Auto looking for the pass. Feeds him, blocked by PK. And that'll do it. 3-1. Calgary takes game 3 of a 7-game series. And Vegas now has to win 4 straight. 1 today, 3 on Thursday. Just to get this series clinched.
Yeah, definitely a good game by Calgary, but at the end, they only faced something like 3 shots the entire game. All right, Vegas definitely had more than 1 shot on goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, the offense is just not there for Vegas, and their defense did step up some this game, but you can't win on 3 shots, especially against a team who's putting up a minimum of 3 goals a game.
Yep. Yeah, without a doubt. And it looks like Vegas maybe recovering into a practice server to try to see if maybe they can pull something out of their arsenal that'll work against this Flames team. Well, as they take a short break, we will too. As Calgary taking the game handily, increasing their series lead 3-0. We'll be back. All right, and welcome back, everyone, to the stream. We've got Calgary at Vegas. They are down by 3 in a series of 7. They've got to win 4 straight, 1 tonight and 3 tomorrow to get to the finals. The face-off is starting for game 1, or rather game... words. And immediately shot on by KS Auto before you can even react, and just right past K-Bomb. So K-Bomb is in net for PK Pashing. PK's not in TeamSpeak. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure, but he's not playing. So K-Bomb in, and immediately facing that first shot, can't stop it. And KS Auto with a towering backhand. But here's Vegas with a chance to respond. Provorov coming inside from the corner, pass across, self-plug there, takes a shot, but he whiffs it, and it's out the post. And that is inexcusable.
Well, isn't that the story of this series? Vegas comes close to doing something and then falls short.
Oh,
As Guy puts one in.
This may be a mercy.
Yeah, this is quickly getting out of hand.
I mean, you cannot miss that shot. That is a shot that any RSLer will score on. You're, 2 meters in front of the net, dead on. All you had to do is just hit it towards the net, and it didn't happen. Now KS Auto cutting inside, making him look bad. Still there and gets the shot blocked. And now Vegas reeling. They have to recover here. Down 2 goals, down 3 games. Something has to change. Taser across. Provorov looking to get it there, blocked away by Bertha. Big V rips a shot, blocked by Tony Flo. And even when they get these chances, even when they execute, that defense is just killing them. Auto tries to get it, but he can't. And K-Bomb clears it away. Auto keeps it inside. And now Dwayne coming up on the right point. Auto cutting inside and trying to get that lane to the net. It's still dangling right there behind the net. And now Dwayne with a chance, but he misses the spin. Still has possession, and he sends it around. Provorov should be able to intercept this one, and he does. But he misses the play, and Tony Flo just flicks it right back into the zone. 3:09 to play in the first period, blocked again by Dwayne. It just... everything that could go wrong for Vegas in this game already has. Just things like that. Nothing is working. Big V trying to cut inside, can't get it. Now Taser on the backside of the play has to cut from central ice. Shot blocked by Dwayne. And I can't think of how many shots have been blocked here. This puck is in the back of the net. Now it's finally out after a glitch. Bertha.
On the back of the net.
Yeah, on the back of the net. So it's good to specify that. Now Otto moving it through on a 2-on-2. Might as well be a breakaway as he cuts inside, but now Taser is able to make that play. Otto with the centering pass, and Dwayne scores! And a beautiful tip-in.
Right there from Calgary. And you got to have that if you're Big V. Like, your only job there is the body guy and keep him from getting that puck. You can't be puck watching that. And that's exactly what happened.
Well, now 3-0 lead for Calgary, and Self-Plug trying to get possession. Honestly, Self-Plug hasn't, besides that first play now, he hasn't touched the puck anymore for a solid possession. Now KS Auto trying to make it 4. Auto lofts it up, trying for the spin shot as Dwayne. Now cutting inside, spin shot off the post, it goes. And the rebound out to the corner, Self-Plug has it for a moment, blocked immediately. Now Big V. Now they have a 3-on-2. What can they do with the rush? Big V inside with a backhand shot. It's going to be well wide. Provorov cutting to the net. And Taser centering pass. Can't get that on net. And now Otto blocked and bodied immediately is Big V by Otto. Otto gets the forecheck late on, but he still has possession. Now Self-Plug can't get it. Taser and Big V have the puck. Big V cutting inside. Gets it too far away from him. And now Taser at his own blue line. Fires a long shot. That may be on net. And it is tipped in by Self-Plug for the first goal of the game for Vegas. And the teammates are backwards because we switched. My bad. Thank you for that. I love whenever they switch in the middle. My favorite.
Good for Vegas getting an opportunity there. Like, it's already 3-1 in favor of Calgary, but good for them for at least keeping some hopes alive. And then in a game that's definitely going to be won by Calgary here. But,
yeah. And a backhand shot saved by K-Bomb. Did pick it up. I think that might have been his first. Bertha with a returning shot blocked by Big V. Now Otto picking it up in the corner. He's got Bertha on the boards. Otto trying to come inside. And it's just going to go all the way back out to Calgary's side. Kiwi coming out for it. Kiwi tries to get it on. Can't get the block. His self-plug. Provorov stops it. Returns a shot. And K-Bomb says, first save in like 3 months. And that, yeah, it's getting back to it. Back to it. And the spin shot and self-plug. Wow. 2 goals just like that. And they lower the margin to 1.
He must have felt his ears burning with our pretty staunch criticism. So he's finally shown up in this playoff series, and they're going to need him to keep producing if they want to have a prayer against this Calgary team.
Well, and he has to have the game of his life like 4 times in a row. It has to be.
It's not just this game either. He may play his best game ever this game, but he's got to do that every game for four in a row to be specific to win this series.
It's gonna be tough. Tough doesn't even begin to describe the task that lies ahead of these Golden Knights. But hope springs eternal as the puck falls eternally. For the second period face-off, blocked immediately there by looked like Big V. Back into the zone, backhand shot, and Tony Flo scores from downtown. And Otto with 3 assists, 4-2 Calgary with the lead.
And then, yeah, definitely Calgary. It looks like they're not even trying. Obviously are, but that's just a discrepancy between these two teams' skill levels. That Calgary can kind of just will in a puck at any time they want, whereas Vegas is putting everything on the line to just get a scoring chance.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just that they make it look effortless. It just it looks like there's someone walking, and you just like that, just launches it backhand. Oh, look, another goal. And a forehand. No, look, another goal. Dangles inside, got a breakaway. Look, another goal. Vegas, the successive chances all those times, and now self-plug cuts inside, looks for a move, backhand shot, and that was a nice one, but it's off the crossbar and out. And self-plug now is turning it up quite a bit. Now Taser inside from the right boards, and a blocked shot goes above the net and out.
Yeah, maybe the decision to go with K-Bomb in this game was PK has been known to be a negative presence in your locker room, and that might have just been messing with this Vegas team. So with his absence, while he's definitely the better choice from a pure skill position in net, he may not be the best choice to keep your spirits lifted, which is a big part of being a goalie.
Absolutely, yeah, especially whenever you can have your goalie with you. Now Big V rips a shot and a big save, Kiwi, as Kiwi has just been staunch in net throughout this series, as he has been all season. Now Otto trying to cut inside, K-Bomb leaving the net, gets the pass off to self-plug, chips it to Big V, and Big V leaves it for self-plug after a block. Self-plug with some room, takes a backhand shot, it's on net, and he scores with a hat trick! Yeah, now self-plug really absolutely turning on the burners there to get some separation. Had the room to make the shot, lowers that margin to 1.
At least self-plug is showing up for this game, because you can't really say for the rest of the team. They're still down by a goal after a hat trick in less than half of the game's time played.
Yeah, well, having to overcome that, just the repetition. What I was about to say is that just the constant having those goals scored on you time after time, it starts to wear on you, and you start to get psyched out quite a bit. Now KS Otto cutting through, nice play on the defensive side there. Now Self-Plug cutting through, moves it up to Provorov, but Tony Flo is going to cut him off. And sending it down the ice. Otto is there. He's got Dwayne in front. Very powerful offensive combo. Trying to get the pass off. He does, but it's blocked by Big V. Rebound to KS Otto once more in the right point. Going to Big Bertha. And Bertha with a shot is going to be tipped by Otto. Back to Bertha once more, but he misses it. Now Provorov turning, tries to get the puck around and across to Self-Plug, and he does. Moving it through, and it's just going to be a dump here. As 1:50 on the clock in the second period. Vegas fighting hard. And Self-Plug with a hat trick. He is definitely trying his best. But now here's Otto with a one-on-one. Big V trying to cut inside. Otto has him beaten. Backhand shot. It's off the post. And the rebound gets out by Big V. And Provorov now to Self-Plug. Moving it through. Self-Plug loses tracking on it a little bit. Self-Plug trying to tap that down. And it's Dwayne cutting inside. Dwayne with a shot and a big save. K-bomb. Huge play there to keep that puck out of net. And now it's lofted across to Provorov. 2-on-2 into the zone. Provorov blocked. Self-plug going for the puck. Self-plug trying to come inside. He's got a lane to the net. Self-plug. Oh, big block there. And I could not tell who it was, but a taser returning just wide of the crease.
This
wow.
is a completely different Vegas team than we've seen in the last 3 games. Like, they're playing with what appears to be confidence. They have offensive output, and they got a well-timed save. This is not something we've seen from them this playoffs, and it's a bit too little too late at this point. But
here's Quesada though, make it. Oh, and he shoots just wide, and Dwayne returning, cutting inside from the corner. He's behind the net, very, very dangerous. Now he gets bodied, and Taser starts the breakout once more. And go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I was finished.
No.
Yeah. No, I finished my thought. We were just in sync there.
Oh, well, that's perfect. Tony Flo now. Moving it through. He's got some room. Lost a shot on net. K-Bomb makes the save! And what a play. K-Bomb has made, I think, the last 3 saves for his team.
Yeah,
with a last-second chance, here's Big V with a shot, but he misses the play. Oh, Kiwi nearly misplayed it, but he keeps it out of net. The rebound to Taser, and Taser shooting. That'll be the end of the second period. Wow.
You have to say that if this Vegas team somehow manages to pull out a win in this game, K-Bomb is easily the most important person in that win. Like, without those last 3 crucial saves, this game's a mercy. Like,
without a doubt. And here's KS Auto trying to return that backhand shot. And K-Bomb was there. Dwayne in the corner with it now. Gets the centering pass off. Otto is there. Receiving for the backhand shot. Blocked by the defense. Rebound to KS Otto. Otto trying to cut inside. He does have a lane to the net. Backhand shot and chips it through for the goal. Otto with his second. 5-3 Calgary. And just take a guess as how many shots on net this Calgary team has gotten.
Oh, you're asking me?
Oh, yeah. Let's see
I
what
thought
you
it was
think.
rhetorical. According to your counter, it's 12 now.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. There you go. It's 12, yeah. 7 saves on this Calgary team by K-Bomb. That cannot be overstated. The K-Bomb has put his team, along with Self-Plug, they are absolutely playing great hockey. And now the shot's going to be on, but saved and now it's going to be back to Big V. Shot on nearly tipped by Provorov in front there. And now Dwayne blocked by Self-Plug, moving inside, gets the pass in front to Provorov. He's got Big V on the boards, takes it inside, waiting. Now he centers it for Taser. Moving up from the right point, Taser waits. Now he shoots and it's high. Around the net it goes to KS Auto. He's got Dwayne behind him. Big V now needs to slow him down, and Big V lets him free. Auto with a shot, and big save by K-Bomb once more. Auto turning, still moving with the puck, has it. Tries to get the shot, can't, but now here's going to be Auto returning with it once more. And centering pass, and Dwayne scores. And that's on the defense. They had let K-Bomb down at that point.
Well, all these goals have been on the defense. Like,
I think the first goal may have been savable, and that's about it.
The majority of these goals have been on defense. Caven and Self-Plug have been doing their best to give this team a chance in this game. And Taser and Big V have let them down at almost every opportunity. Like, it's honestly a bit sad to seeing half a team play so well and the other half just be there as an anchor.
Yeah, I mean, plays like that, everyone stopped in the zone. Vegas, like, you got Self-Plug moving up for passes, but they can't get it to him consistently. Moved back to Taser now in neutral ice. They have a chance. It's going to be shot just above the net, and it bounces off the top. Rebound to Provorov, sent around. Dwayne should be able to intercept, and he does. But it's blocked immediately by Taser. And up into the net, or up into the sky, rather, is Tony Flo sending it. And Provorov catching up to it. Under 2.5 to go. Game 4. Sent in, and saved by Kiwi. Rebound to K-Bomb. 2:20. And Calgary lined up very well for a sweep as they've got a 3-goal lead. Vegas would have to score at a dizzying pace, but we have seen it before, and I'm not quite sure what has to happen in that team speak to get the entire team aligned. but it needs to happen now. As Selfplug launches a pass that's going to be wide of a player, K-Bomb has to come out of net, and he does. Under 2 to play in regulation. Big Bertha stops it, and Big Bertha now has an open net to shoot at, and he shoots just wide. The rebound out to Dwayne. Dwayne trying to move it inside, blocked by Taser. Now he gets the pass off, but it's blocked then by Big V. 1:40 to play. Big V moving it out. Provorov can't catch up to it, and it's blocked by the defense. And the forecheck, though, works as Selfplug does get it around. Provorov has to step up now. Big Bertha moving it through. It's going to be Otto trying to get the puck. Big V on the backside of the play, moves it to the boards, but no one is home, and Tony Flo is going to have this puck. And shot on net. K-Bomb save easily. Big V moving in. 1:18. Big V trying to get it through. Blocked away by Otto for a moment. Now shot in, and that is a failure as a defenseman to get that breakout. And Vegas really here, the story in this game is Selfplug and K-Bomb playing, and then just no one else. Because they are getting swamped by Calgary at every opportunity. But, I mean, this is if the rest of the team was playing as well as they did in Game 3, and then Selfplug and K-Bomb were playing this way, or, PK as he was in that, Vegas, I think, at least comes away with a 1-goal win. But as it stands, they're facing elimination here with 37 seconds to go. Got to score 1 every 10 seconds. Taser moving it up the ice. Provorov trying to get it at the right point. He does. Move it inside to Selfplug, but it's blocked away. K-Bomb out of net. Under 30 to go. Blocked by KS Otto, and moves it through. And that's just going to do it as KS Otto blocked, or rather the tip tried by Dwayne. Taser moves it through, and that's just a give-up pass. You've got to be kidding me. That is absolutely shameful by the defensive pairing on Vegas, and they have absolutely melted down for the season. Ending loss as Calgary sweeps it 4-0 as they win Game 4 6-3.
Yeah, well, this is exactly what we expected, but what we didn't expect was for the first 2 periods, this was a close game. This was not, what is it? Absolute beatdown like the final score shows. Like it was 4-3 for a very good portion of the game.
Right. Yeah, and interesting to note too here, that was 14 shots on net, 6 goals for Calgary. What more can you expect from K-Bomb than right at about a 50% save rate? That's what you expect at facing Calgary, a high-powered offense. But you cannot let 14 shots up, and that's what they did. Honestly, I do not see how you do that and continue to play at the top leagues, because that is not something you can do. I know it's KS Otto and Guy Lafleur, but there have been teams that New York has beaten them, and not really anyone else so far in the season. So, but that'll do it for the Vegas Golden Knights, eliminated in the first round of the semifinals, getting swept by Calgary. So Calgary Flames now are going to move on. They're going to have a bye on Thursday, and it's going to be Chicago at New York. That series is tied at 2, so it's going to be the finals are going to be decided by the end of tomorrow night. That cast is going to start 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Winters with a 1 is going to be casting, bringing it to you from twitch.tv/IBN1. And it's been a great night. Hate to see it end in a sweep here by Calgary. You really hate to see Selfplug and K-Bomb's efforts there go completely fruitless, but as it stands, that's the way the puck tumbles sometimes, and obviously you have to credit Calgary. They fought the entire time. They didn't let up. I think if Calgary stops focusing for a moment there, Vegas would have taken advantage, at least in that Game 4, and Game 3 was pretty tight as well. Vegas's first it's their first entrance, of course, in the LHL as their a new national team. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out next season. I think now, what's the status on player protections? Because I heard that thrown around, but honestly, I didn't quite understand what was going on.
All right, so the GMs for next season will take over an existing team, and then they will then be allowed to protect one player, but that player has to agree to be protected. So
Okay. What happens
they
if the
can
player
also elect
refuses?
not to protect any players and get an extra pick.
Okay, an extra pick. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's So is that based on the GM if the GM returns, or if, whoever gets assigned to that team?
Whoever gets assigned to that team will have a pick. I believe it will be like, well, typically the least skilled GM gets first, but I believe he'll get a pick of whichever team is available first, and except for those GMs who are returning for their team.
Okay. So if a GM does get voted in and they want to keep their team, they'll be able to protect the player should that player.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I mean that was a good fight there by about half the team in two different games, right? You know, game 3 you had the defense that was putting some effort in and getting shots on, and it didn't feel like the offense was delivering, and the self-plug and the goalie were not playing as well. And then game 4, self-plug and the goalie turned it on, and the rest of the team didn't show up. And if they had figured out a way to put that one together, I think you see Vegas come away with at least one of them.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's really surprised about the final standings here, series-wise, but maybe a little let down if you're on Vegas. You definitely could have won that last game.
Yeah.
But there just wasn't a team-wide commitment there.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, Calgary, the regular season champs, they're going to advance and play the winner of New York and Chicago. And that'll do it for the cast tonight. We really thank you for watching. Shoutouts to everyone watching in the chat and seeing these games being played. And always appreciate my casting partner, Capital Skies, Capital Skis, however you want to pronounce his name. He's there and he's reliable.
It's Capital Skis.
Is it?
For the illiterate. And always a pleasure being here with Para too.
All right. Well, from everyone here at HQM Network, we wish you a good night.